what's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here. We're in Warframe. We are talking AKMAGNUS. Alright, so I had a couple guys in the clan ask me about this. And so I took some time, put it back together again, because it was a weapon that I really used to like a lot. And so I took the number, I looked at the stats, and I said, hey, okay, so stat-wise, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a pretty decent weapon, actually. It's pretty solid across the board. We got good critical, we got good status. We got solid numbers in the regular raw damage. I'm running a Tower 3 here in the background, Tower 3 Exterminate, with just the AKMAGNUS. Okay, so I'm running with Limbo, and Limbo I'm only going to use as Rift Walk from time to time just to protect myself. But that's it. It's not doing any. I'm not doing any multipliers or any of that stuff. So this is just, you're seeing the damage straight from the weapon as it is. Okay. I like running this in pretty much most of the missions that are out there these days, if you will. Okay, so what you may find, it may not be suitable for things like survival or defense or interception as a solo-like weapon, you know, but it's a great carry weapon with you, a secondary weapon. Let's say you want to go melee, and you can carry this one with you. It's pretty damn good for that. But in terms of other things, it can be great in captures, it can be great in rescue missions, it can be great in exterminate missions, spy missions, sabotage missions, you know, those types of things. It's pretty damn good in all of those, and especially if you want to run it, you know, as a solo. It's going to work out pretty well for you, I think. At least for me, it does. So I like it as that, as a weapon that I can just take a main weapon, a main secondary, in solid numbers, and I can just go in and do what I want to do on some of the smaller ones. And of course, if I want to do like a survival or a defense or something, and I want to go with a melee, I'll take a melee along, and I can run this as a backup, or I can run this first until I'm running out of ammo, and then go into melee, that type of stuff. But it's a solid weapon nonetheless. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and I'll show you the build that I have set up on this particular weapon. Let's get in here. So I went 4 former deep on this 3v 1 dash. Okay, and again you can see critical is 25, status is 25, and we've got decent straight up damage. So what we're gonna do, for me, remember, this is just for me, this is the way I play. I wanted a damage weapon, and this is the one that I chose. Okay, so I'm getting, if you look at this, a 55% critical chance at a 3-time multiplier, and that is using the target cracker and pistol gambit together. Okay, in terms of raw damage, we're getting Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent, Bore, Maim, and Concussion rounds. I can't speak concussion rounds. But so how that breaks down is to Hornet Strike all, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent are my multi-shots, and those are straight up all damage numbers right there. Bore, of course, Puncture, Maim, Slash, Concussion rounds as impact. I wish I could get an impact that is just as good as this, because I would throw another former in there just to be able to put it in. However, what you can see though is we're getting a 55% status chance, which means 1 in every 2 shots are going to proc. So that's going to proc from impact, puncture, and slash, and you'll see the numbers happen. Impact going to give me a staggering effect, knock back some of those big heavy guys. Okay, the puncture is going to weaken their damage, their shots towards me, and then of course slash, we've got bleeding. So it's kind of overall, it works out really well. It's got a nice accuracy on it. Don't really look at the number of 11.1. It actually does have a nice accuracy. I was just a little bit off when I was doing the video, when I was making the stuff. But it's actually a really good weapon. You can take it medium range. You can do a little bit long range, short range. So it kind of overall, like I said, it's an overall great straight up damage weapon to have. This is the way I like it. There's plenty of different ways you could do it. Now sometimes, just to show you quickly here, if I want to go and take this, let's say, on a spy mission, all I'm going to do is take Suppress, put Suppress in place of the target cracker, the multiplier. I'm still getting a 2-time multiplier, so that's fine. And now I've got a 100% silent weapon that I can take with me. and I can take it on any frame and run my spy missions anytime I want to do them. So as you can see, there's little things that you could do. If you really want some extra procking, some extra damage in terms of procs, if you're kind of into that, you can always go ahead and put perpetual agony on, which is status duration, which, I mean, just basically I'd have to reformat again if I really wanted to put one in here. But what you're saying, what you're looking at, is you're just going to extend your statuses that you get from the impact, puncture, and slash. So that's just a couple other things there. I didn't find like I needed to have the mutation mod on here for ammo. I found like I could get enough ammo, and if I'm taking it on certain missions, I'm taking it on. I'm not going to worry so much, but I'm going to have enough ammo drop on the ground anyway. Yeah, that's about it. So comments, questions below. Hopefully you enjoy it. Go ahead, give it a try. If you want to, you don't have to. You're entirely set up to build it your own way. But this is how I have it set up. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.